Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the
Global Digital
Well,
Success Talk.
Success. Thank you, everyone, and happy and blessed Monday to those who are on Monday, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. So today we're bringing you the following topic.
So our topic for today in global digital success talk is we're going to be digging about understanding the skeptical mind. Okay, how to start even when you have doubts. So if you are there, stay with us and let's dig in.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So welcome back to another episode of the Global Digital Success Talk. So before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional. I live here in Ontario, Canada, but I'm original from Cuba. I have my business online and I'm a mentor at the same time.
Hi, my name is Patsy. I am a retired caregiver and I'm originally from Brunei. Now I'm residing in Edmonton, Alberta, and I'm a digital business owner and mentor.
Thank you. So we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we do have our live webinars. If you want to learn how you can start your online business and start creating that plan B, that extra side of income alongside your current job, here are three ways that you can do that. So you can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or you can register directly into our website that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar. So we do have free webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email with two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar, so you can pick either day or both. The second link is a link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay, from last Thursday before tomorrow's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
And the host is Emma, former bank manager, Robin, healthcare worker, Sanila quality inspector, and Jasprit, former nurse and job quitter.
We also have Abina, she's ACD educator, Rama, a former financial manager, Almina, a production support medical supply, and Bernadette, early child educator. So all these people here on the screen were on a live webinar last Thursday, March 19. But remember, we have live webinar every Tuesdays and Thursday, always at the same time. 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And the only thing you have to do is register with your name and email to any of our websites and we contact you. So if you want to know how to learn online, this is the best way. Register and learn.
Thank you, Patty, and thank you, Jesse. So if you're catching the replay from last week before tomorrow's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So now you know if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start creating that plan B and that extra side of income alongside your current job. Here are 3 ways again. You can put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today.
All right. Our topic for today, as we said before, is understanding the skeptical mind. How to start even when you have doubts.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to be talking today. So let's dive in. So, welcome back to another episode of the Global Digital Success Talk. And happy and blessed Monday for those that are Monday. Happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. So, here's a question for you. What if your skepticism isn't something to fight, but something to understand? Well, today we're talking about how to move forward even when doubts are present. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, let's be honest. When we hear about something new, especially in business or online opportunities, it's normal to feel skeptical. Okay, so there's questions that come up, doubts that appear, and sometimes that hesitation stops us before we even begin. So they take over us. But according to some research shows that over 60% of people hesitate to start something new. And that is why, because of uncertainty and lack of trust, not lack of ability. So today we're exploring how to understand that skeptical mindset and how to move forward with clarity instead of fear. And for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
And skepticism is protective, not limitation, and shift from doubt to curiosity. Take small steps while you build trust. And you don't need to rush or go all in right away. Progress happens step by step. Start by learning. Take time to observe and understand. Take small actions and grow from them. Trust doesn't happen overnight. It's developed through experience and consistency. When you start small, you reduce fear, build confidence, and still create meaningful momentum forward. You don't have to go in all immediately. You can move forward step by step. Learn first, observe and understand. Take small actions to test and grow. Trust isn't built overnight, it's built through experience. Starting small allows you to move forward without overwhelming um, fear while still creating momentum.
Yes. So Patsy just talked about taking small steps while you build trust. So that's one of the ways of how you can understand the skeptical mind. So you don't have to go all in immediately. All right, so let's go back to our first point.
Okay. The point number one is a skepticism is a protection, not limitation. Okay. So why are we skeptical? So skepticism often comes from a good place, it's in your mind trying to protect you, you start asking questions, you look for proof, but try, in a way you try to avoid risk. But sometimes it can also keep you stuck. So it's a good thing to have, but it also it's something to be aware about. What are you skeptical about? Behavior studies show that the brain is wired to prioritize safety over growth, which is why new opportunities feel uncomfortable at first. The goal isn't to eliminate skepticism, is to guide it with awareness, and information. And why we're saying that, we all when we think like when we had that skepticism, it's normal, we always asking ourselves, is this real? Is this a scam? Or do I waste money or do I waste my time? We always looking about like, what about if it go wrong? It's normal. We're all humans, and that's the way to think too, But skepticism is not the enemy, guys. Is your protection, that you are it's good to be aware of what you're afraid, it's natural. It's a natural defense. So your mind is designed to protect you, especially when you've been disappointed before, or when you have thing that didn't work before, or when you trust an opportunity and it went wrong, or was not the right opportunity. So when something new, when something show up, your brain doesn't say go for it right away. Your brain say, all right, be careful with this, and that's normal. And it's good to know, it's good to be aware, because you are aware, okay, my brain is saying stop, give me a minute, but now I know it's not weakness. You say, okay, let me look into this. So you start looking for information. You are aware about what's going on, because there's something like that happened before. So you can compare, okay, what is this different from the business before? Or what is this different from the opportunity that I did 2 years ago? So, you start asking yourself questions. The problem, I would say, is not the doubt. It's what you do about it. Okay, I'm skeptical about this pencil, but what do I do about it? What can I make it happen? Okay, what can I make it better? Maybe if I put a ribbon, or maybe if I paint it pink, it will be different for me. I will start looking in a different way. So that becomes with limitations, but only when you stop, when it stop you completely. So there are two type of people. I would say there are those people who feel skeptical and they walk away, and they on the other end, there are those people, they are skeptical, but they start asking questions. They're asking better questions. They start looking for it. They start digging in. So I was I would say that was maybe on the first group, but then I say, okay, I'm being on the first group for a while and nothing having changed. Maybe if I start asking myself more questions, I will start seeing more solutions, so I start seeing better results. So I that's when I start investigating. That's when I start like look into things. And that's what happened with this business. I was skeptical. I didn't believe all about it because I already have trust, and all the things before, and they never work. I feel like I was a scam, or I was a waste of my time, or a waste of my money. But then I said, okay, why did not work? Maybe it did not work because I didn't have the right system. Maybe it didn't work because I wasn't in the right space of mind. So, when I started asking myself those questions, I started seeing information, and I started digging in, and I realized that this is the business I want to do. This is what I want to go for. So don't think or stop yourself on that paralysis skepticism. Don't paralyze yourself. Just be aware that you have a skepticism. Some people, after they feel that afraid, they get stuck and they don't move forward. So but now that you are watching us today, you're going to say, okay, I don't like this, but you're going to ask yourself questions: why I don't like this, what I'm skeptical about it, I feel paralyzed about this. Start thinking, start asking yourself questions, start acting, start doing things different today, because you're watching us today and that's not the right way to go. So I would say, the last, I would encourage you to be aware, but start doing something about it. Start looking for information, your action, start moving forward, because holding back, it hasn't give you nothing so far. So why don't keep going forward? Eliminate those doubts, start understanding them, ask questions, get clarity, and move from that stuck that you are at the moment and move forward, because 100% nothing is certainly. So but you have to do something about it. But the skepticism is like your filter in the beginning. Okay, so I hope so I give you some insight about it, and nothing. Just be aware about it.
Thank you, Jessie. So yeah, so Jessie just talked about skepticism is protection or limitation. So the first thing, you have to be aware that your mind is protecting you from things that they see outside of your comfort zone. But don't stay there. You have to not eliminate the skepticism, like Jesse mentioned, but also be aware, and find out, get information so you don't stay in that state. Jesse also mentioned skepticism protects you and don't let it stop you. So, and also, to say, get informed, ask questions, and decide from a place of understanding. Okay, so let's move on to the second point. So instead of asking, is this too risky? We can start asking, what can I learn from this? Okay. So the point here is take small steps. Oh, sorry, shift from doubt to curiosity. So that's where I'm going to be talking. So, when I first saw this opportunity that would change my path, my mind could have gone in two directions. So, one is I could have asked, is this too risky? What if it doesn't work? What if I fail publicly? And those questions, would have kept me frozen. So instead of moving forward, I would stay in the same place. Okay. So the other side of it is instead of something so subtle shifted, instead of staying on that state, I ask myself, what if this is what I've been looking for? And, like I've been looking for something like this 5 years prior. What can I learn from exploring this? You know, I love to learn. And what happens if I stay curious instead of skeptical? Well, I think we all have that curiosity mind, you know. So what I did is, that shift changed everything. So I changed it from looking at it that way to, trying to getting more information. So after 25 years in one industry, I wasn't lacking discipline or experience. I was facing uncertainty, and uncertainty naturally, triggers doubt. So, there was a setback in my industry in 2023, so that's what it made me, to look for it. So but doubt, closes, from you to take action, and curiosity. So if you change from instead of doubt to being curious, that opens for you to see the opportunities, in front of you. So curiosity opens doors you would have dismissed, and questions. When you ask questions, that leads to clarity instead of fear. And learning more, so getting more information, reduces the unknown, and fear thrives in the unknown. Okay, so study shows that people who approach uncertainty with curiosity are more likely to take action and adapt successfully. So when the brain sees something as a learned opportunity instead of a threat, so for example, Jesse was talking about, being skeptical. So we see something new as a threat, but when you shift that into being an opportunity, a learning opportunity, that brain respond differently. So in my journey, curiosity led me to watch the webinar immediately because I wanted to know what was about it. If this was my ticket way out, to from my uncertainty in my industry. So I ask questions instead of assuming. I learn the system instead of judging it. And I try new tools instead of avoiding them. So curiosity for me turned a maybe into a movement. And in our community, I see this pattern repeated, many times. The people who grow are not the ones without fear. Is they are the ones willing to explore despite of it. So they don't say, I'm not sure, they change it to, uh, or they don't say, I'm not sure, or I won't do that. They say, I'm not sure, but let me understand more. So let me find out more information. So in life, curiosity is powerful, because it transforms the way that we say, for example, like I'm not capable into how can I develop this skill? Or for example, this isn't for me into what if my understanding, well, what if I'm underestimating myself? And or it could be as also, like for example, when you say this feels uncomfortable because it's outside of your comfort zone, and you shift it into what if this discomfort is teaching me something, um okay. Sorry, I was just checking something here. Okay, so when you shift from doubt to curiosity, you move from resistance to possibility. Okay, so you stop defending your limitations and you start expanding your capacity. So curiosity doesn't require certainty, it requires openness. So you become more open, to be able to see the opportunity in front of you. And that open is often the first step towards the transformation that you will have. So that's what I wanted to share here today. So now let's find out what is our key takeaway for today.
Right here. Hi, our key takeaway, skepticism doesn't have to stop you, okay? It can actually guide you when you learn how to use it wisely. So stay curious, stay open, and take that first step at your own pace.
Yeah, so that's our key takeaway for our topic today. So we hope so that you learned something today, how to understand the skeptical mind. Skeptical mind is not something bad. It's actually good because, well, one is protecting you, yes, but you also have to be aware that the reason why your mind is protecting you because it's protecting you from getting out of your comfort zone. So they see it, when your brain say it, or your mind, see it as something like getting out of your comfort zone. It sees it as a threat. So you want to make sure that you are aware of that, but at the same time, you become that curious person. That curious person that is open to find out information, ask questions, and shift them from that. No seeing the possibility to being able to find out and see the possibility in front of them, and then make the right decision once you find the information. Okay. So if you want to learn more about our online business opportunity, and you want to be part of a global online community that gives you that support, that uplifts you, that motivates you, and that you're not alone on this journey, here are three ways that you can reach out. So you can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or you can register directly into our website that appear on the screen. So when you register into our website, you receive an email with two links. First one is to register to our free live webinar. We do have free live webinars Tuesdays and Thursdays, same time, 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, and 8 p.m. EST. Second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. So there you go. So if you want to learn more about this online opportunity, here are the three ways again. Put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. Okay, so let's find out what is our topic for next Monday.
Next topic, the Monday topic is the rise of digital nomad, freedom, flexibility, and financial stability.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking next Monday. So until then, remember, ask questions, seek clarity, and keep moving forward with intention. So that's our last message for our topic today. And we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today, and we'll see you again until the next episode of the
Global,
Global
digital,
digital
success.
success
Yes
talks.
Talks. Thank you, everyone. God bless you
Thank you,
all.
thank you. Happy Monday.